Hi Scorpio, welcome. So Scorpio, this is going to be your reading. That card flew out. I'm time stamping this February because that's when I'm recording it, but my readings are timeless, so I just trust that whenever you watch this, that's when it's meant to find you. Yeah, let's get straight into it. So, wow, intense, 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 intense. That's the best way I could describe the energy for Scorpio right now. Yeah, so if I think of more descriptive words, we'll go there, but I just had to get that out of the way because it feels intense. The card that flew out is the 11th house, which interestingly enough does talk about the edge or feeling edgy or that you're being pushed to the edge. But on a positive note, it also denotes friendship, future forward thinking, group projects, connectivity, connecting to others. It's a very hopeful energy. It's encouraging you to have hope. It also talks a lot about goals and discovering new things about yourself. So this may be a time period, Scorpio, where that self-exploration, right, is taking the forefront of your life. Because I do feel when it comes to like interpersonal relationships, there's an edginess there. There is an intensity there. And I get also a bit of like an aggravating energy coming through. So, yeah, let's see what else we have coming through. And I want to say, like, okay, sometimes when I meditate for these readings, I get, as you guys know, like a song will come into my head, but sometimes it's a movie clip. And I got the movie clip of Tommy Boy, okay, Chris Farley, may he rest in peace. There's a scene in that movie, Tommy Boy, where he's trying to make a sale and he's kind of losing his ish. And he holds his head like this and he lets it go and his hair is sticking straight up. It's the scene where he has the little car and he makes the car run into the whatever. Anyways, he's having a nervous breakdown in the scene, basically, and just like losing his ish. But it is one of the funniest scenes in that whole entire movie. Look it up. But that's the scene I was getting. So I don't know if Scorpio, you've been feeling like you're at your wit's end at times, or you could just like scream or pull your hair out. But I definitely got like that vibe and specifically that image. So take it, as it resonates with you. Let's see. Now you have the card of laziness, sorrow, and innocence. And this reminds me of the Sagittarius reading as I got the song by Bruno Mars. What does he say? Today, I just don't feel like doing anything. If you have Sagittarius in your chart, check that reading out as well. It may resonate with you, but it could be that you're having days where you just don't feel like doing anything, not really feeling inspired to that. It could be days where you're feeling sad or melancholy or just like this meh type of vibe. I don't feel that this is every day for you, Scorpio. Although if you are dealing with chronic depression, definitely seek help and therapy, something other than a tarot reading, right? As I am a tarot reader, not a therapist, but I just get a sense of like this bleakness. And when you're feeling that way, Scorpio, that is not the time to push yourself, into doing things or saying things or acting impulsively. As I sometimes think our ego will, have us feeling like I got to get out of this funk. So let me, go do something that's reckless or impulsive, only to make the funk worse, not better. So be careful about that. When you're feeling funky or in a funk, that is your sign to chill out, stay home, get your rest, do things that make you feel good. I really don't encourage like a lot of socializing either when you're in that space, because a lot of times what you end up doing is you end up attracting others that are also in a funk, and then you just kind of exchange funky ass energy until you're both in the gutter, and it doesn't really help, And sometimes it feels like it does because you're relating you know, to another person, but it doesn't actually help raise your vibration or change your circumstance, right? And I feel like what you're really looking for is a change in vibration more than anything, right? It may feel like you're looking for a change in your situation, but what you're really looking for is a change in the way that you feel, which, here's the good news, you're 100% in charge of that. Even if you haven't been able to master that, even if this is the first time you're becoming aware of that, you are in charge of how you feel, Scorpio. And so if you can do the inner work and understand that by changing your perspective, then your outside situation will change to accommodate your new perspective, your new vibration. And so it's more so about chilling out, giving yourself time to do that internal work, do that internal soothing. And I also love the card of innocence here. You know, in the eyes of Source, in the eyes of God, we are all innocent children of God. You know, we all like to judge each other as fellow humans, but, you know, non-physical is not of that thinking. It only sees the good, your worthiness, the love. And you're really being encouraged to see that in yourself, okay? But this is also talking about new beginnings. And I feel like there is a new beginning here on the horizon for you, Scorpio, but it's subtle changes inside of you that's going to bring about that new beginning outside of you, that outer manifestation. So let's see what else we have coming through for my Scorpio. Somebody said in one of my comments on my other videos, they said, oh, you skipped over Scorpio again. I don't ever do the zodiac signs in a specific order, but I never skip a zodiac sign. I never, oh, sorry. Now I'm venting to you guys. Is there a venting issue in the air right now? I never miss a zodiac sign. Every single zodiac sign gets posted every month without fail. 5 years straight, I have never missed a zodiac sign. It may not come out as soon as you would like it to, but I do them when I feel called. So I'm sorry about that, but I promise you've never been skipped ever. Okay. So anyways, I just want to straighten that out. Okay, so 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, there's that 5 of Cups, there's that sadness, there's that bleakness showing up here. And I feel though, you know, at times you want to give into that, but I actually feel most of the time you're actually being productive and stable, and you're capable, Scorpio, of so much, right? And one of the things you're really capable of is pushing through really intense emotions, because nobody understands intense emotions better than a Scorpio, right? But sometimes those emotions can be overwhelming, but you're actually, you know, pretty talented in being able to handle it and continue with your business, or, you know, continue about your day. So I feel like it's slowing you down energetically, but it's not really slowing you down in the practical sense, because I actually see that you're being fair. Okay, well, that wasn't the word I was looking for, but that's the word I got. Okay, there's something about fairness here, but I actually see you being stable and fair, so whatever. You have the 10 of Pentacles here, which is like having a secure foundation of which to build upon, and that's really key here. So let's see what else we have for Scorpio. 7 of Cups, that's in the reverse, 4 of Cups in the upright, 4 of Swords. So the thing I like about the 4 of Cups falling below the 5 of Cups is that I do feel this depression or the sadness or the sense of loss, sometimes this can be regret as well, is easing off of you, Scorpio, is coming off of you. So I actually feel improvement in the way that you feel, and therefore improvement in your life circumstance beginning to happen in February. So, and then we'll continue forward as long as you continue forward. So what may have used to feel very heavy, heavy, heavy is actually becoming a little bit lighter as we go closer to spring here, okay? And that could be because, Scorpio, the confusion is lifting. You know, something that you weren't able to see the truth of, or something that seemed very confusing to you emotionally, now getting some clarity, some rest, some healing, some peace around that. And it's giving you peace of mind, which is allowing you to move forward and out of that really heavy energy. So there's that sense of productivity coming back, that sense of wellness. Okay, I also heard wellness check. So time to check in on your mental wellness. I think our society does a very poor job of handling mental wellness or mental illness, if you will. But that should be top priority. Everything else is secondary to that, right? In my opinion. So handle yourself with care when it comes to how you feel. Care about how you feel, because it matters more than you know. Let's see what else. The High Priestess, Temperance. Today I don't feel like doing anything. The High Priestess, Temperance, and the Ten of Wands. So why the Ten of Wands? Okay, so even if you don't have Sagittarius in your chart, go watch a Sagittarius reading. I think it's going to resonate with you as well. I'm getting a lot of similar messages here. So, yeah, I feel like this is you kind of coming to peace with something and using your intuition, right? And maintaining your balance. To me, Temperance is a very beautiful energy. Hold on a second. My dog's about to go crazy. Oh, goodness. Don't mind my dogs in the background. This is all about independence, though. It's about independence. It's about self-sufficiency. It's about learning who you are, exploring who you are. It's also about exploring new ways to do things, right? Because a lot of people are trying to create change or a new life for themselves with the same old ass personality they've always had. To be blunt, you know, you can't create a new life with the same personality. Like, personality is nothing but vibration. You know, we think that our personalities are like set in stone. Personalities are a byproduct of your daily habitual habits, thinking habits. I'm not talking about your physical habits, but yes, that as well. But mostly what I mean by that is what you think about daily and consistently matters a lot, because that also shows what's important to you. And also, beliefs are thoughts you keep thinking. So your thought patterns, your continual habitual thought patterns create over time the personality that you believe is you. But you're so much more than that. And actually, your personality can change because you can change. You can change what's important to you. You can change what you focus on. You can change, you know, the way that you view yourself. All of that will make subtle but big differences when it comes to your vibration point, aka your personality, right? We think that we're just born, you know, with a concrete personality and identity, but that's something we very much make up along the way. Most of the time we're not even conscious or aware of this. And then we settle into life. Well, sometimes the personality that you chose by default may be creating a very chaotic and unhappy life for you, and you don't even realize that you have the choice to choose differently. You could choose to be a different version of yourself at any point in time. but easier said than done once that habitual patterning gets into play, right? Because it's hard to break habitual patterns, but not impossible. Because if it was impossible, none of us would ever change or have any breakthroughs or have any miracles happen. And it happens, people. It happens to people all the time. So it's like, I don't know why I'm going into this, but just think about that, right? And then I'm also getting, you know, no matter which personality you've chosen, whether you consciously chose it or not, most people are just emulating other people's personalities or something they've learned from their parents, and they're not intentionally choosing who they are until you wake up. Now, once you wake up to the fact that your thoughts matter and your thoughts are creating your reality and you understand universal law, now you're in a position to become and do and behave however you choose to behave, and the world will coalesce to that, and your attraction point will change and your life circumstances will match the new version of you. So most people are waiting for life to change so they can be their best selves, not understanding that they got to be their best selves first to attract their best life, which means you got to believe in yourself right here and right now, despite your life circumstances. You got to be all right with yourself right here and right now, because you did the best that you could, and you didn't know then what you know now, and that's all right, because all that matters is that you've arrived to this point where you do now know who you really are. And now that you have that new platform and you can intentionally choose, you can change the course of your life. And I'm not talking about over the next 10 years. I'm talking about the next 10 days, the next 100 days. It'll happen a lot faster than you think, Scorpio. Once you're awake, you cannot go back to sleep. Okay, and that's the caveat people don't like, because sometimes it is easier to sleepwalk through life, blame everything on everyone else, feel like you're at the fate of somebody else other than yourself. But it's not. It's you. You're the one in the driver's seat. You're the one thinking your thoughts. You're the only one thinking your thoughts, feeling your feelings, and you're the only one living your life, right? Your specific experience of life, which means you're in complete control. That means you get all the accolades and you also get all the blame. The Spirit encourages you not to go heavy on the blame, because Spirit doesn't blame you. That's a human learned trait that we do, right? You don't need to shame yourself to get better. You can get better through loving yourself. And that's what's really important for you to hear. So I didn't mean to go into that rant. I guess there is somebody out there that needed to hear that. The cards reflect that. That's what the sadness, this burden, this heaviness is about, is you think you're stuck, and you're not stuck. You're not stuck. You're not even close to stuck. In fact, life is just beginning for you, and I don't even care how old you are. This is what's happening right now. You're on the edge. You're on the precipice of being born anew, or a big change coming through. Felt this in Libra's reading too. And yeah, there's some things you need to heal and clean up along the way, but you're good. You're good. And just, yes, wow. Okay, so let's see what the law of attraction guidance is. I'm not sorry. I have to stop saying sorry. Like that message came through strong, and that was not rehearsed. That was all just what I felt from the cards and my own inner voice. All right, so anyways, the card that you got is: a belief is only a thought I keep thinking. A belief is only a thought you keep thinking. A belief is only a thought you continue to think. A belief is only your habit of thought. It is only a practice thought. Belief is only a thought you think a lot. So if a belief is only a thought you keep thinking, and you keep thinking a thought that's in opposition to what you really want, then the reason you don't get what you want is because you keep thinking a thought that's in opposition to what you want. Wow, what a perfect card, as I just went on my little rant there about what personality really is, and that card just broke it down even more. So I hope that rant made sense. I almost think about like maybe I should do another one because that seemed really specific. But I'm just gonna trust that whoever needed to hear that, you know, God bless you. And yeah, we're gonna jump to the love reading now and see what you have coming in when it comes to love. Let's go to the you versus them. Sit right there. I'll be right back. Hi, Scorpio. Okay, here we go to the you versus them. Welcome back. I'm going to go back and forth. Oh my gosh, the same cards. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you're connecting with. The person you're connecting with can be anyone in your life. A lot of times it's going to be an intimate partner or an ex, but it could also be family member, friend, coworker, you name it. Keep an open mind. All right, so you got the same card, which is the card of laziness. Which, you know, laziness is looked down upon by society, but in Spirit's eyes, it's necessary for replenishment. So I think it's okay, you know, sometimes to take a break, chill out, don't push yourself. And some of you just genuinely need a break. So this person has the card of change. So there might be a lot of change going on in their life. They may be changing ups. Okay, some of them are changing something up in their routine. But there's change. So let's go into the recent past and see what led up to the now for you, Scorpio. Then we're going to look at how you both feel about each other, how you see each other, and most likely outcome. The Fool, the King of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. So some of you definitely feel like, you know, you've made foolish decisions in the past when it came to love or when it came to your heart or maybe this connection. Take it as it resonates. But the first thing I heard was the song Foolish Games. So I feel like, yeah, somebody, I'm definitely getting the word fool, made a fool of, or you feel like a fool, or you got fooled, or something like that going on here. And I think it really did a number on you, Scorpio. And this could be recent past, but this could also be long, long ago, depending on how much healing you've done around this. Some of you, it's lingering because it was a pretty big blow, I feel, to your heart, but also to your ego. Let's see this person's recent past. The Lovers. Page of Cups. Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. So this person has done a lot of change, a lot of healing on their self-worth, on a relationship or this relationship. Hold on a second. Okay, I retract that last statement. I want to say this better. Sorry. I feel like this person has done their own healing that has allowed them to change in a way where they value friendships and connections more than maybe they used to. This is coming from a better sense of who they are, but also a better sense of self-worth. Sorry, I felt like I had to get that exactly right. Let's go into how you see each other in the now, Scorpio. That's what this person has recently been through. Knight of Pentacles. How does Scorpio see this person in the now? Wow, so there's definitely potential growth here, or at least that's the way, you know, you saw it or you're seeing it. I feel like there's hesitancy. There's hesitancy behind that, though. It's like you see that there could be growth and development in this person, but I feel like this is also more to do with yourself. I feel like a lot of you, it's more so about having that growth and development within yourself, seeing your own potential, seeing your own worth, Scorpio, especially for my feminine Scorpios, okay? But it could also be that, yes, you see this person, you see their growth and development, and like because of that, they seem more worthy to you or like shiny to you or something, that you feel like it's worth spending your time on, you know, or worth the investment. So let's see this person's view of you. 10. You have Death and Rebirth, the Knight of Swords. That's actually in the reverse. And the Knight of Wands. I got a song right off the bat. This magic moment. When it's so new. Okay, I don't know the artist or the name. I just know it's an old school, like, beboppy song. This magic moment. Anyways, take it or leave it. What I heard is a fleeting moment. So I don't know if there's something fleeting about the connection, or there was like a fleeting moment between the two of you. But I feel like this person is, and now I'm getting the Gretchen Wilson song, All Jacked Up. Whoa. Maybe they're all jacked up. Maybe you're all jacked up. I don't know. That's a good song though, by the way. Wow. ADD. Sorry. I just feel like there's something about this connection or you that feels fleeting to them, which to me I'm taking as like fun, but also unstable, you know? I mean, in ways I could see like this person may feel like this is, you know, exciting or fun, okay? In another way, I could see it as like it being confusing and unstable. So let's go into the heart space and see what you have got going on when it comes to the heart space. Judgment. 10 of Cups. There's that fleeting energy. Knight of Wands. And the Ace of Cups. What's interesting to me that anybody would see a Scorpio as fleeting or inconsistent, because y'all are actually, in my opinion, the opposite of that. I think you're actually very deep and profound, and I mean, we can all be unstable no matter your zodiac sign sometimes, but I don't get like a flighty or a fleeting type vibe typically from Scorpio. So it's really interesting to me that I'm picking that up there, and certainly it could be how you see this person as well. So I do feel that there's something up in the air though, going on or about this person or about this connection, even though in your heart space there's love here, deep love, you know. And I feel like you've made the decision though, Scorpio, to take action on what is most meaningful to you and where your heart is and where your true love is. So some of you are gearing up to take this action. Some of you, this is just something you're desiring, but I feel like when your heart's in it, it's in it. And so for my Scorpios who have decided that your heart is all in it, I see you taking action to make it a reality, you know, or being willing to do that. Because I'm also getting the song Vision of Love. Let me see this person's heart space. 2 of Pentacles. Temperance. Every time I go into this person's energy, I hear that song. This magic moment. Different Ooh. So, Scorpio, this person, they got a lot of back and forth in their energy. Look at those images. Both of them represent going back and forth, but in different ways for different reasons. So I definitely feel a split in this person's energy, which is making it difficult for them to kind of make any sort of productive progress in their life right now, because there's things that, like, there's information they're still taking in, things they're still learning, and things that they still need to learn, okay, to better stand on their own, to be more stable, because I actually do feel instability in this person's energy. So it could be them that had like the fleeting type of vibe, because it's easy to seem flighty when you're indecisive. You know, it's easy to, other people would perceive instability in somebody who's constantly changing their mind, you know, or one day is like this, the next day they're like that. Like, consistency is really important, you know, because it builds stability, and you can only build foundations of love or even in career off of some form of stability, and the stability resides in the person, right? So I do feel like this person needing a little bit more stability in their thought processes or in how they feel before they can really see that progression, before they can really, you know, get what they want out of life or this connection. And I don't mean like there's reckless behavior or anything like that, although yes, some of you, but I more so mean in the sense of like this person being back and forth. You know, one day they want this, the next day they want something different, and they need to choose. All right, let's go into most likely outcomes then. 9 of Cups. 8 of Wands. Ooh. 4 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. It's interesting because when you feel at your best, that's when you're the most open. That's when you're the most loving. And that could be also when you really want to talk about things, or talk about, or being open to talking about like how you're feeling and what's going on with you and stuff, right? But there's this weird part of you that actually wants to hold back a little bit, even though that creates like a burden on your energy. Or maybe it's that you fear, right, of being taken advantage of. Like, if I'm kind or I communicate something because I'm feeling good and generous, maybe it will backslide on me and create burdens that I do not want. So let me keep this to myself. This is that very private nature of Scorpio showing up here. Like, you could be having the exhilarating time of your life and tell no one, you know, or you could be feeling the deepest of the deep emotions and never speak it into existence, but you know, and like you, maybe your one closest confidant knows. So I do feel a sense of privacy here. And that serves you, okay? I'm not here to tell you what to do at all. Do what feels best to you. But sometimes it blocks you, right? So if you're in a good feeling space, you know, express it to those that I guess you feel comfortable with, or maybe in creative ways, in other ways, rather than just blocking it off. Let's see. There's another message here. Some of you are holding on to a time that felt good to you, but holding on to the past, no matter how great it was, if you're using it to compare to the future or to compare to the now, it will always become a burden or baggage. Using the past as a comparison when you're thinking something in the past was better than what you have now is always going to be a drag on your energy. It's always going to not feel good. Because first of all, that's not even true. The best is yet to come. But second of all, it is in complete opposition of how your higher self sees you in the now moment. Okay, so this person has the King of Cups, the Magician, and the Hermit. They're trying to manifest peace, peace of mind, you know, ignore the BS. I feel like there's also a sense of disinterest here. So I feel a sense of like detachment, aloofness. This person really going within for the answers, not so much, you know, looking for it in the outside world. So they also have like a private or solitary energy around them. But this is good for them because they do need to weigh something out and really think before they act, before they communicate, right? Otherwise, it will be this flighty, you know, energy. And I don't think you want that, right? So I do feel like there's change coming for this person, and they kind of need that space to prioritize, is what I heard. And then you over here, yeah, you've definitely had something happen in the past that hurt, Scorpio, but there's growth potential here. So much love coming through the heart space and making decisions that don't just involve you, but the people you love too, and taking all of it into consideration, because I feel you do have a lot of love to give, but don't overgive, because some of you might do that, you know, maybe with the wrong person, and then you've got burdens put on you. So be selective, Scorpio. And also, if you need a day off, like, please give yourself a freaking day off. Let's see what the guidance says. Our diversity supports our freedom. While society continues to try to dictate and enforce human behavior to please the majority, because of your diversity, it continues to be an uncomfortable struggle that again and again falls of its economic weight. There simply is not enough money in the world to buck the natural currents of individual freedom and independent thought. You should celebrate that. Very interesting. Wow, always a deep reading, always a pleasure to read for you. I hope that you enjoyed it. Zodiac signs you could be connecting with or having your chart: Sagittarius, Virgo, be another Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Capricorn, and Aries. Those are the predominant signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't yet, find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. All of it linked below, as well as in the About section. Otherwise, wishing you the very best, Scorpio. And until next time, my friends, namaste.